streaked from the garden like a ribbon of snuffed-out smoke. He moved like light in the dark of the night. To his master he knelt and spoke. The time is near, my prince. He will soon be within your power. He's alone at last, and he's praying fast, for he feels the approaching hour. The prince grinned with fiendish glee, but his eyes were cold and dead. We'll see how he fares with the gravely cares and the fate of the world on his head. The horde of hell stood afar and watched with fear and spite, while the army of heaven safeguarded the 11 as their teacher prayed on through the night. The prince approached their ranks, and the host parted to allow him through. It was the final dance. He had one last chance to teach the teachers something new. The setting was eerily familiar, a fitting place for the final blow. It had been an earlier garden where the prince had outsmarted the first man so long ago. Why so troubled, my child? What plagues your weary heart? Why do I find you have a tortured mind and a reluctance to play your part? Father, please take this cup of suffering, if there's any other way. But it is not my own, but your will alone, that I choose to rule my day. Poor troubled child, I can take your cup and give you abundant life. You will rule with pride right by my side and will bring an end to all your strife. The prince watched with trepidation as the teacher's brow dripped bloody sweat. Father, it is what you say that directs my way, no matter what my soul beset. The prince approached the teacher's side, whose eyes were locked above. If you will bend your knee and submit to me, you need not die for love. The horde of hell watched eagerly to see if the teacher would take the bait. If they could make him hear with a spirit of fear, it might just change their fate. Tears leaked from out his eyes as the pressure began to surge, and then a whisper. Goodbye, my son, for the time has come for me to make the purge. Leave him, said the voice of God in a deafening, thunderous boom. The angelic host vacated their post and the teacher was left alone. The horde of hell swarmed in, and the prince commanded them to his side. I gave you a chance to change your stance, but now you'll have to die. The teacher rose from where he prayed, and he awoke his sleeping band. Arise, my friends, we have reached the end, for betrayed is the Son of Man. Just then, a posse of armed attackers emerged from the darkest night. One bore silver while the other were killers who came prepared to fight. The prince shrieked in the teacher's ear, "You are finally out of time. You cannot win, for I shall make you sin, and then you'll be forever mine." How little did he know just how true those words would be, for only innocence could bear the consequence that was earned by you and me. The righteousness of God demanded that justice must be served, but no man alone could ever atone for the wages that sin deserved. In a vast cauldron in the sky boiled the great sea of shame and guilt. Into it was hurled the sin of the world, and onto the Lamb it would soon be spilt. The Father ached with painful resolve. The creation waited with bated breath. He looked to his Son, the only one who could save the world from eternal death. The teacher did not fear his own demise, nor the brutality he would endure. But to become the bane of creation would mean separation that he had never known before. Obediently, he raised his outstretched arms and surrendered to his fate. The hope of all men for us became sin and bore the impossible weight.